Well, Kevin, you wanted a video, so here's the boom. This is one of my main pins. This is actually the top pin. This pin's actually the pin for the main lift cylinder that mounts at the bottom of the swing mechanism. So I got it blocked up. Didn't really need to put any weight on it. It actually came off quite easily, but anyway. So then the back of the tractor, I'm using the downrigger chain to keep the downriggers from falling. But anyway, so you can see all the hydraulic lines I've got pulled off. I just recently got in a bunch of caps, so I can cap that stuff off. Even in the interim, if I needed to use the front loader while I'm still messing around the back end, I can cap those off to just to keep the oil from escaping. But then here's the nasty marred pinion. This is the top of the pinion that actually is seated into the mantelpiece. There's a dust seal that goes right in this groove right in here, and this is what happened to the dust seal the other day. I had a brand new one I was trying to put in, and as I tried to seat it, this one spot hung up on me. So it was kind of disappointing because I had the rest of it seated in pretty nice, but either way, I got to get a new dust seal. So, but here, and again, I don't have a machine shop, so my drilling was less than high quality. You can see it didn't go in very straight, but nonetheless, there's a opposing half a drill in the mantelpiece that I can drive a pin in, and it does look like it is going to hold it pretty solid. So, oh, the other thing, Kevin and Dad, this is the plug I was talking about. So to get this giant bushing out of here, which I believe at this point is the only way that you can get this whole pinion up out, is you take the fitting. See, which fitting is it? It's a 90-degree fitting that lands up here on the up on the valve bank. You actually put that fitting into where this plug goes, and then apparently you use the valve on the tractor to put hydraulic pressure in here that drives this bushing up out. I'm going to say 2/3 the way, and then you have to use, that's what this, although it doesn't look like it's the center of the pinion, that is the center of the pinion. I had to remove a lot of steel just to get all the old weld out, but you use a wheel puller, so that's the centering for the wheel puller, and then you literally grab the bushing and you extract it the last remaining couple inches or whatever. But again, according to the International Maintenance Book, this to be put back in place requires being cooled down using nitrogen to 40 degrees below zero to shrink it down enough to get it down inside this housing. So I don't think I want to try to bite that type of effort off. I'm not sure that I could ever get that bushing back down in place. So, but in the meantime, I have here's all my hydraulic lines all hung up, letting them drip down into a bucket if there's anything continuing to drip out of them. I did get in I'll walk over here, and you can see the garage is a mess, but that's okay. I was just going to show you, Kevin. I got in some of my reusable hydraulic fittings, so I'll maybe show you how that goes together here a little bit later. But here's my hose. I'm planning on cutting it on my saw. I guess most of the videos I've seen, you have to cut it with like a grinding wheel. But anyway, but I will show you too real quick, Kev. I got there's my alternator that I mounted on the tractor. It doesn't have any room for adjustment, which is kind of annoying. So, because you can see the frame of the tractor, really, it's a tight spot. So, but I seem to be able to get it tight enough for it to charge. So, anyway, here's the, I guess I'll show you a little bit of this. Here's the lift cylinder. These holes, you know, I was afraid how much I would need bushings in a lot of things. I'm actually kind of impressed how tight some of this stuff is. I think most of my bushing work that's necessary, you know, is actually down here. But Kevin, you can show Dad this if you want. There's the big hole I tore in the bottom of the bucket. So, yeah, I definitely need to get some plate steel and start doing some welding, which will be fun. Definitely don't mind doing that kind of stuff. So, but I'd say the tractor definitely looks goofy. Never even hardly imagined that little tractor without the backhoe on it. And it would even be crazier looking if you actually dropped the box in the back end that is the backhoe, the whole subframe. It's kind of weird, but it would kind of look like a normal tractor at that point. So anyway, I'm gonna get the putzing around and probably not videotape for a little while here. So yeah, let me know what else you want to see. So anyway, all right, talk to you later.